Where does true happiness and spiritual fulfillment really come from? Is it from worldly possessions, status, or achievements? Or does it lie somewhere deeper, in the core of our being, in our spiritual alignment with the divine? In the heart of the Sermon on the Mount, Christ presents us with the Beatitudes, a collection of profound wisdom, providing a roadmap to true happiness and spiritual fulfillment. These teachings, though countercultural, offer solace and strength to those navigating through life's trials and tribulations. The first Beatitude, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven," underlines the beauty of humility and dependency on God. In a world that appreciates self-reliance and ego, this teaching encourages us to embrace our need for God's grace and mercy. By admitting our spiritual poverty, we allow ourselves to be filled with the wealth of God's kingdom and experience genuine fulfillment in Him. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. The second Beatitude addresses the human condition of suffering and the promise of divine solace. In moments of sorrow and loss, Christ offers comfort and hope, assuring us that He stands with the brokenhearted and will eventually erase all our tears. His presence brings healing and restoration to our wounded souls, turning our mourning into joy. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. The third Beatitude seems paradoxical in a world that values assertiveness and self-promotion. Yet Christ reveals that real strength lies in humility and gentleness, as we follow His example of sacrificial love and service. Embracing meekness, we uncover a deeper connection with God and inherit the abundant blessings of His kingdom. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. The fourth Beatitude brings comfort to those who yearn for justice and righteousness in a world tainted by injustice and oppression. Christ assures us that those who earnestly seek righteousness will find satisfaction, participating in God's work of redemption and restoration. Their hunger and thirst will be satiated by the living water of His grace. The fifth Beatitude, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy," emphasizes the significance of extending forgiveness and compassion to others, as we ourselves have received mercy from God. In demonstrating mercy, we mirror the nature of our Heavenly Father and experience the liberation that comes from letting go of bitterness and resentment. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. The sixth Beatitude addresses the pressing need for reconciliation and unity in a world fragmented by conflict and division. Christ calls His followers to be ambassadors of peace, actively mending relationships and promoting justice and unity. In doing so, we mirror God's character and partake in His mission of reconciliation. The final Beatitude, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven," brings comfort to those who endure hardship for the sake of Christ and His gospel. Christ reminds us that persecution is not a sign of failure but of faithfulness, as we stand firm in our commitment to Him. Amidst persecution, we find strength and assurance in the promise of God's kingdom and eternal reward. In summary, the Beatitudes offer comfort and resilience to all who aspire to follow Christ, guiding us towards true happiness and spiritual fulfillment. May we welcome these teachings with humility and trust, finding solace in the promise of God's presence and the blessings of His kingdom.